Hello everyone on YouTube. It is a lovely sunny afternoon on a Saturday. Windy. Not that it looks it from the trees, but believe me, it is. But it's really nice out. I finally have my new wheels coming, or rather my old wheels, old new wheels. Anyway, another set of wheels coming, one front and one rear, which I can then put these safely to one side, my existing ones safely to one side, and then use these replacements to drill, basically drill into them and fit the brake discs too. So my brake disc conversion, or upgrade really, will be completely reversible. So it's a very much an original C5, and it will be able to remain an original C5. I should be saying something. I'm just enjoying being out and about. Which I guess is what I'm supposed to be here for. The YouTube and streams and stuff were supposed to be an add-on to the I'm just going for a ride. So I haven't had to do anything to get out today. I haven't had to make any modifications or repairs or anything. Well, I haven't had to do any repairs, just maintenance, basic maintenance. Most of it's just been faffing with brakes, which is not terribly different to what one would do on a bicycle. It's really nice out. Oh, the fairground. There's a small fairground out on the left-hand side of the heath. I'll pass that later. Thank you. Another traffic light stream. Never let it be said I don't know how to do the contents. I was not sure he was going to stop. Right, where's this guy going? Are you doing a turn or are you parking? They're doing a turn. So I found my back brake has to be set up in very specific sort of, it comes in two flavours. Not quite tight enough, which is what it's at the moment. And so you have to pull the lever all the way back and it's sort of working then. Or any tighter than that and it's constantly rubbing and squeaking. I wish that was more of a buzzer than a beeper. It sounds like I should be reversing. So, where's this one going? They're going backwards or forwards? Flip a coin. Hey, backwards it is. Wow, it's pretty lively up here today. Gosh, looks like there's a coach or something has arrived. I won't stop up here for long, there's nothing to see, apart from the backs of people's heads. Yeah, okay. Too busy to be interesting. Descend it. Oh, not with tiny dogs around. Okay, so using the back brake on full in its not squeaky mode, it's still enough that not only can it control this descent, it can actually bring me to a stop. That's good to know. Small dog, not on a lead. All the dogs are out today. Love it. And that was one small dog who's definitely been in the pond to cool off. And just generally have a swim. Look at those dogs. Playful dogs. I'm sorry, but you're all at the mercy of me watching these dogs play. Tough shit.
Blast from the past.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Is that just the frame or is that the original?
It's the original, yeah. Yeah.
It was only on top of the other day, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, turning it into a bobsled. Yeah.
That makes it.
No, they only made them for about maybe 9 months, and they just bombed horribly. And so they started making them at the end of '84. They went on sale at the beginning of '85. And they stopped selling them around July or August, I think, something like that. They weren't on sale for very long. I think we're all getting a soaking in a minute. So it came up for sale last year. It had spent its entire life on display. It was in an automotive museum down in Somerset, and then just as a showpiece in the showroom for a guy who sold ride-on lawnmowers. And so I'm the only person who's ever used it. So it was essentially new when I bought it last year. So I just got really lucky.
You're always going to get your money back when you return it.
Pretty much, yeah. They were going for about 600 or 700 up until literally only about 6 weeks ago. And for some reason, there's been a massive jump in the last few weeks. They tend to go for around 1100 plus now.
Yeah, but as time goes on.
I don't know, maybe some of the guys that are selling it a chance in their arm thinking they can get a bit more because it's just been on TV. I don't know.
What they like though, what's the charge? How long is the charge?
So it's a brand new battery I've got in this. It's a lithium battery. So it'll do about 18 miles and charge in just under 4 hours from completely flat.
But you think back in the day the batteries weren't lithium that they are now, same with fuel batteries and stuff like that.
Yeah, it used to be a lead acid battery back in the day, so it weighed a ton. And yeah, it's completely road legal for anyone over the age of 14. So essentially, in legal terms, it's a bicycle. I can ride this anywhere you can ride a bike.
Well, they let them go on them stupid scooters, don't they, now?
I don't think you can. I think you're allowed to use the rentals, but the regular privately owned ones you're not allowed to. But it does make sense if they're limited to the same speed that this was limited to, which I think is 15 miles an hour. And yeah, if you can get it to go 15 miles an hour is another thing. But yeah, down the hill down there, I had it up to somewhere between 35 and 40. It was terrifying, absolutely terrifying. But it's comfortable about 20-25 miles an hour down a hill. It's all right, but above that you're starting to get a bit.
It's a pedal as well.
So yeah, so you pedal. It's like the scooters. You give a couple of kicks to get going. With this, you just pedal to get moving, and then you let the motor take over. But you, unlike a scooter, where that'll just take you straight up a hill with one of its modern motors, this you're gonna have to pedal up a hill to get it up the hill.
Oh really?
Yeah. So there goes the dignity, and you have to have a bit of puff to get it up the large hill here.
Sweating up.
A little bit.
Nice.
But it's a lot of fun.
It does look funny, yeah. I've never seen one. It's only just seen it the other day.
Oh really? Do you want to have a go?
Right?
Yeah, we'll go over there where on the grassy bit.
How did you?
So yeah, just head over to there. I'll come around. It's fine. Right, so the main thing is brakes like a bicycle, just hand brakes, normal brakes like lever brakes. Pedal a bit before you get moving. That rubber blob there is the motor power. Once you literally just give it a couple of pedals and press and hold the button, the motor will take over. Don't turn too hard when you're moving because it's only 3 wheels. But yeah, just give it a couple of pushes with the pedals, push the button, hold the button down.
Pull this in and push that down.
Just hold the button while you're moving. Oh, did you just stall it? That's the brake. So the brakes, that's the brake. That, yeah, don't push that until you're moving or it'll stall the motor. Yeah, hang on. I think you accidentally pushed the button a minute ago. 2 seconds, it's all right. I can deal with this.
I would like reset.
Yeah, basically. There we go. I'll do it. So
I'm on a bike.
Yeah, so don't push that until it's moving or it'll stall the motor. So a couple of pushes.
Yeah, you would.
And that's it. Push the button, push and hold. It's not every day you get to have a go in one. Do you want to have a go?
No, not brave enough.
It's not exactly gonna.
Yeah, no. You do it wrong.
Yeah.
Turn sharp with your knacker.
No, if you turn sharp at speed.
What were you doing?
Sorry?
35, did you say?
Oh yeah, coming down that hill, it's over 35.
Turning would be. Is that can stay there now? Is that?
Yeah, if you yeah, you go.
That was. Oh God.
You're right. No
What's
worries.
your name, sorry?
I'm Robin.
Robin. Thank you very much.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah. Thanks
Nice to
very
meet
much.
you. You're very welcome. It's all right. It's not every day you see one, so it's not every day you get to have a go on one.
Well, I've never.
Oh yeah.
As a kid, I was always. Things like that fascinate me.
Oh yeah. You find me one 14-year-old that took a look at that when it came out and didn't go, I want to have one.
You get a lot of people stop you.
Yeah, all the time. It's great. I love it. I'm fine with it.
Because you're obviously a fanatic.
Sorry?
You're obviously a fanatic.
Oh yeah. Well, I just enjoy it. I come out for my rides, people curious, so it's fine. I stream my rides to YouTube and Twitch. So say hello to YouTube. There you go.
That's great.
Yeah. Was it no expectation of privacy in public?
Exactly. That's fine by me.
Not cry. Cheers, mate.
Cheers. Take care. Have a good one.
What's your YouTube channel?
C5 Live UK. Nice one. I need all the subs I can get. Hello there.
Oh, I've never actually seen one in.
Oh really? Well, do you want to have a go?
Nah, I'll wouldn't trust myself.
Oh, you'll be fine. You'll be fine.
So what, you've upgraded the battery and all that in it?
Yeah, it's got a modern battery, so it'll do about 18 miles and charge in under 4 hours. And some of the guys will put 2 batteries in, run it at 24 volts, and so it'll go a lot faster then. It's, yeah.
Because I've got the old Spectrum, I had the rubber keys one.
Oh, awesome. Nice one. Yeah.
Years ago, my cousin got it for me, but I've never actually seen one of them.
Nice one.
Nice, so it's good condition though, is it?
Yeah, I'm the only person who's ever used it. So it has been on display for its whole life till I bought it last year. So it was essentially, I wouldn't say it was new, but it was unused when I bought it. Yeah.
That's cool, right?
Nice one. Cheers.
My dad
Cheers. Yeah, I do think it'd be a little busier today. No worries. Cheers. Thank you. Where are we all going? Skirt, skirt. Oh, I need one of those.
He's coming back, whether you want to believe it. Yes, I know that day is coming.
Oh, I just lost my motor. Interesting. I wonder why when I sounded the horn. And it's flashing like an overheat. Interesting. I wonder if that's a coincidence or something else. Okay. I'll have to test that. Somewhere a bit safer. Yeah, interesting. So I don't know if it was a pure coincidence, but when I sounded the horn, it triggered the overheat protection.
Oh yeah, 21.
Who have we got here today? Chai Junction. Yummy bites. Hot dog stand. Lemonade. Sounds good. Crepes and galettes. Desi Indian street food. Sounds amazing. Oh, I was hoping the halva cake stall would be there again. Weave my way through all the people. Okay, no massive great liner here today. Small. That's a small boat. Tourist boat. And Thames taxi. River taxi. So that one is a party boat of some description. Dutch Master. Whereas that one over there is one of the yeah, river taxis. I am just going to grab some hand sanitizer. No disrespect, I'm just paranoid. We are in the middle of an epidemic. We're in the middle of a massive upswing in infections over here. 1 in 17 people are infected. 1 in 17. And people are acting like it's nothing, and that's probably why it's 1 in 17. No. There we go. A little bit of paranoia never did any harm. Thomas Doggett. That party boat is Ramo. Last time I was on a boat, God, this is going back about 4 years, 5 years. It was on a lake called Lake Powell in, now is that in Utah? It's Arizona, Utah, Nevada. It's right around sort of the borders of those. I want to say Utah. I was going to a place called the Rainbow Bridge, and it's the largest natural arch, sort of rock or stone arch, at the very least in North America, and it's so large that you could fly a 747 underneath it. It's that big. And they are considered, they're not so much considered sacred by the Navajo. The tourist information says they were considered sacred, but that's not what my friend said. He said that basically they are, it's more a case of don't walk through the arch, because they consider them to be portals to, not so much another dimension, portals to almost like an underworld or the spirit realm. and that if you go through the arch, you have to come back the exact same way that you came. Otherwise, you might bring something back with you. So if you go through the arch, come around and come back around the outside, then you haven't come back through the portal, and you might bring back an ill-willed spirit with you. So don't. Yeah. So only go through an arch and come back the way you came. I don't know if different what's the correct word? Oh, I'm going to use the wrong word and I'm going to hate myself, and people will be right to call me out for it. Oh, there's a better word that's not tribes, but anyway, if different tribes have different beliefs regarding them, but as far as Navajo are concerned, that's what I've been told. Damn, it's not factions. I can't brain. So I mean no disrespect. I just can't find the word right now. Right, let's mosey back to the park. If you see me at the park, come and have a go.
Oh,
Sorry, go ahead. Jazztastic. He's there quite often. He's really good. He's really good. Shit, that kid I thought was going to go flying. Oh, there's the black on black on black Camaro Z something. Is it ZR1? Z something one. Very nice. No worries. Damn it, I missed the lights. One of these makes so much sense in Berlin. So I'm a bit afraid to use my horn, if that's what caused me to lose my motor just now. always suck. Sit out of the way for a minute. I thought it'd be more lively around here today. There's lots of people here, they're just not really doing anything. Maybe it's a bit early, it's still early afternoon. It's usually sort of mid to late afternoon, I guess, that it gets really lively. After everyone's had their lunch and everything else. What's the time now? Yeah, 2:10. I guess I would imagine it would start getting a bit more busy from now. I'm going to pause and just sit here and enjoy being at the park for a minute. So I'll pause the video and switch you all back on when I'm going to go somewhere or do something, or if someone comes up to say hello. BRB. Okay, let me just check we're up and running. Well, it says we are. Okay. I'm just going to go for a ride over to the boating pond. Careful, pigeon. Catch the pigeon, catch the pigeon. Oh. That dog over there's having a wild time. There was a Doberman while I was off camera. It was just running for all he was worth across the entire park, absolutely belting it. He was having so much fun. He was off the leash and just running and running and more running. He was so happy. Right, where are these guys going? This way. There we go. I keep saying I'm going to have a go on these one day. I'll actually do it. Bring out some cash and have a go. I mean, you know, apart from the obvious public liability nightmare, they should also do a session where they put all the pedalos away and just have bumper boats. Now that'd be fun. But yeah, pedalos are no fun on your own. You have to go with someone.
Ja, maar de
Yeah, tiny dog having a good old bark, making its feelings known. Letting his voice be heard, and into the water with that one, straight in to get his ball. Dog. He's umming and ahhing. His owner's saying he can go in, he's deciding if he wants to. Can I? Can I? Daddy, can I? Can I? He's going to get booted in it all. Neat. Right, let's rock and roll. Oh, these guys are all properly organised. They've got a playing field set out and everything. They have ribbons around their waists and the whole 9 yards. They've got a proper game organised there. That's fantastic. Good for them. I'm just going to stop here for a bit, I think. Call it done. Take a minute. Hey. That's the one thing with having the brake adjusted like it is, the handbrake's not as good as it should or could be. Okay, it's proper sunny now. Excuse me. You're looking up into the sky watching a kite. Watching someone flying a kite. You don't usually see so many people flying kites in the park because it's down a bit lower down here. You usually see them up on Blackheath itself, where it's more open, you get better wind. But it's only a small kite. Oh, massive sneezing fit. Sorry about that. I find that staring into the sunlight makes me sneeze. Right, I'm going to pause the stream for a bit and chill out for a while. I'll be back when I do something or if something interesting happens. BRB.
What is that?
This is a Sinclair C5. So it's like a very, very early attempt at doing that. They were made in a Sinclair C5.
Well, is it legal to ride?
Yeah, road legal for anyone over the age of 14. So they were made in the mid 80s.
Yeah.
So you can only find them on eBay. Do you want to have a go?
Yeah.
You can only find them in the,
Well, I just want to get the
find
name
them
right
on eBay.
now.
Yeah, no worries. Sinclair C5. So that would leave this for dead up a hill, but it is
Go up a hill.
not very well. You'd need to sort of help it along with the pedals.
Okay.
So a bit like that, where you have to give it a couple of kicks to get started. With this, you just have to pedal a couple of times just to get moving. Once you're moving, that's the power button, that rubber blob there. Brakes are like a bicycle. Don't turn too hard at full speed because it's only 3 wheels, so it would go over. But just other than that, a couple of pedals, then push the button. Don't push it until you move in.
So where's my leg meant to be? Like above this?
So those are your brakes, yeah. And then your legs, yeah, that's it. And then over the top, and then that's it. And just cut and then hold the button once you're pedaling. That's it. There you go. Oh, I didn't notice the backpack. I must be uncomfortable with the backpack.
Thank you.
No worries.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one of these.
They're a lot of fun. They are fun.
Because I have the electric back as well, but that's I'd rather like the electric back if I'm going on a long journey. This is just for like short journey.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm gonna have to
Well,
have that.
those are really nice. Those, because they got so much more torque, they go up hills or
Yeah,
nothing.
you have to just go in like circles basically.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice. They are cool.
Thank you for that.
Oh, you're very welcome, man. Have a good one. Big fan of e-scooters. I'm a complete convert after the trip to Berlin that I keep banging on about. I think they're great fun. They can be a bit harsh on your back, on your spine. I suppose it depends if private ones as opposed to commercial ones. Commercial ones are obviously going to have really, really stiff tyres because they can't afford punctures and stuff like that, ones that are for rental. I don't know if it's different for ones that are privately owned, if they have different types of tyres, if they're softer, but give it a bit of suspension and make it more comfortable. But obviously the ones that I rode had just solid rubber tyres, and there were a couple of really, really hard bumps in the road that I hit that gave me some back pain in between 2 upper vertebrae. And this was quite early on while I was still sort of getting used to riding it, so I was still holding the bars for all I was worth. I think if I was holding the bars a bit more gently, was a bit more relaxed with it, it probably wouldn't have been a problem. But it was just unfortunate that I went over some really, really rough ground and cobbles and stuff. And that one looked like it had a nice disc brake on it, which is kind of cool. I didn't notice what the brakes were like on the rental scooters, if they were discs or calipers or some other kind of a hub. Disc calipers or hubs, that's it really, isn't it? Right, I'm going to pause again until something else happens. I'm just going to enjoy being in the sun for a bit. BRB. Right, get off my arse, mosey on. I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm going to go wherever it is. Let's go to the other half of down here, I think, for now, and then I might head up the hill. It's busy o'clock. Gosh. Okay, let's head this way. Skirt, skirt. Just keep going. Again. Hiya.
What is that?
It's called a Sinclair C5, so it's like a cross between a bicycle and an electric go-kart.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Can you rent them?
No, this is mine.
Can you
Yeah.
rent them?
No.
Would you build some more and rent those?
Basically, this is an antique. It was made back in the mid-80s. It was an early attempt at making an electric vehicle. And the world wasn't really ready for the idea back then, but nowadays the idea of e-scooters and e-bikes isn't quite so crazy.
So what does it go on, electricity?
Yeah, so you pedal just to get moving. Like on a scooter, you give a couple of kicks to get going, so you just pedal to get going, then the motor takes over. So I've put a modern battery in it and it'll do about 18 miles, charge in about 3.5, 4 hours.
That's incredible.
It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, enjoy.
Thank you. Have a good afternoon. A lovely lady. Hello. Have you got a ball? Have you got a ball? Hello. Hello. I have some friends in the area that also have C5s. I might drop them a line now. It's pretty much summer holidays. See if they want to all meet over here and come out for a bit of a ride one day soon. On a day when the weather's going to be nice. They have kids as well though, so I'm not sure if they would be confident to allow the kids to come down the hill because it goes extremely, extremely fast, even without the motor. So C5 Live UK. We'll be on Twitch later, but I'll put this up on YouTube tonight. So say hello to YouTube.
Hello.
Yeah, I could have been streaming this to Twitch the whole time. What the hell am I doing? I'm so not used to the live streaming that...
When this one goes fast, then we'll go, okay?
Let's mosey on a bit. I have no idea where to go. I might go up to the top and come back down, then start streaming when I come back down. See if anyone's around on Twitch. Oh, fantastic. Look at that radio control car. That looks like fun. So I have a friend who is 3D printing a bracket that allows you to attach a fan to the back of the motor. I've got a fan ordered, a high static pressure fan rather than high RPMs. Yeah, it'll help reduce the dangers of overheating when coming up this hill, especially in warm weather. There are a couple of ways of wiring it up, either as permanently running fan or as only running when the motor is running. I'm thinking of setting it up as only running when the motor is running, but with a bypass switch, so I can actively turn it on if, like, I've just come up a hill or done something that I feel like it needs cooling whilst standing. Oh, it's really lively up here today. It really is. It's kind of busier up here than it is down the bottom half of the park. And it's a Saturday. You expect all the school groups and stuff on the weekdays, but not so much on the weekends. Or I do, anyway. Yeah, the little handbrake is having none of it right now. It's just not able to engage enough to do the job. If I do it up any tighter, it's going to start squeaking. Hopefully this will all be resolved when I get the disc brake conversion done. No more squeaking. Perfectly great working rear brake. Rock and roll. I've just remembered there's that place at the top of the village that sells Tango ice blasts. I am so getting one. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to get one and get it from there to the pond in one piece. Those little dogs drinking from the bottle. That's so fucking cute. Oh. Right, yes. This isn't exactly enthralling content, is it? I shall just go for a bit of a ride around up here. Then I might just go back down to the bottom half. Right, I'm going to do a test and see if it was the horn that caused the thermal trip. Yes, it did. It's done it again. That's so weird. I wonder why. To be working, it means it's got to be wired up correctly. That's so strange. It just puts it into... This also means having to reset it. Resets my battery indicator, so my battery indicator doesn't mean shit. Every time you reconnect the battery, it sort of starts afresh. Haven't been terribly far today, but it adds up. I wonder why that is. It never used to do it. what I shall try doing is, yeah, I might as well do it now, why not? Fuck it. If I disconnect, what if I try it now? Oh no, okay. It's not on the permanent live, that's fine. Yeah, I shall try disconnecting the power, the 12 volts from it, and see if it still does, if it still causes the trip out. If it does, then I know it's to do with the switching end of things, and if it doesn't, then I know it's to do with the power end of things. But it's weird, it didn't do it for ages. When I first installed it, it had no problems. So you can see this is a relay that I've fitted, and this is what powers the horn. So I don't know what you can see through the shade. Down there is the horn itself, down here. So you have the power, and then with 0 volts, 12 volts, 0 volts. So we've got 12 volts coming to the relay. These two are just the switch itself, so the button that you press comes to these two, which causes the relay to trip, which connects that 12 volts to the 12 volts in to the 12 volts out. So if I disconnect the 12 volts in, let's hope it doesn't touch anything to short, because that would be bad. Okay, that's fine. Let's see if it trips the thermal what's it now? The thermal lockout. Okay. Okay, I can hear the relay relaying. It could be either of them. Let's see which one's going. Yeah, okay, so it's got to be something to do with the high power end of it, the 12 volts end of it. That's interesting. I wonder if it's to do with when I had the burnout, if there is a component that I didn't replace that is happy enough to work under normal operation, but when I add the extra drain, no, it makes no sense. I was going to say when I add the extra current draw of the horn that it causes it to something to be unhappy. That makes no sense whatsoever, because the 12 volts to the horn is taken directly from the 12 volt post. So you've got two wires that come in from the battery, a brown and a blue one, and it's just wired to their posts. Did I wire it to the switch live? If it's wired to the switch live, maybe that's something to do with it. If I move it from the switch live post to the permanently live post. Because I've got to admit, I did think it was attached to the permanently live. Interesting, never a dull moment. Is it going to do it again? Yes, it's flashing up. That's so strange. Very weird. Okay, I'll have to fuck with that some more when I get home. I just know that I need to be super careful around anywhere where there is going to be meaningful traffic. And if I need to use the horn, I'm going to be left powerless afterwards. So I think I won't go back into the centre of Greenwich again. And I'll have to be really careful if I go into the Blackheath village. Try and stay away from the traffic as much as I can. But in the meantime, I think I might head down to the bottom of the park and take my chances with Twitch, which stupidly could have been streaming that entire time. Greenwich Family Arts Festival. I was going to say there's something interesting going on over there. That's what it is. Yeah, man. So people can, there's a small dog on the left, people can come out from behind these set of trees on the right. The tiny baby and a pram up there, another small dog down there, lots of people. Bless her. She has her hands full. Yeah, unhappy child. Oh, tiny dogs. Come on, tiny dogs. Where are we all going? And that is what I need a bicycle sort of tingling bell for warning pedestrians without scaring the shit out of them. Well, especially as I can't use the horn either for some insane reason. Right, back in a couple of minutes, going to connect to Twitch if it'll have it. Yep, make no difference to you, it'll just be seamless. BRB. Welcome back to YouTube. I may or may not have a stream. Ooh, that's not looking good right now. But I know not to jump the gun on that. Okay, it's a bit better. If there's sort of 15-20 seconds, it could go either way, whether it's going to stay connected or not. Check me out, I have a stream. Okay, welcome back everyone. Nope, not there. There. Nope. There. Not there. Not that. The craziness that is trying to find my... Hold on, there we go. I want that without the video, just the chat. Go away. Going around in circles trying to just find... There we are, Stream Manager, got there in the end. Wow. Right, there we are. So hello back YouTube, and welcome to anyone on Twitch. Yeah, it's just a really nice Saturday afternoon. A bit windy, but that makes it quite comfortable. It's quite squinty. The sun is nice. I've had a few people stop me and given them a go on the C5 around the grass down here. Stupidly, I didn't think to connect it to Twitch at that point. Hello Ella, thank you for keeping me company. Nice of you to join me. Hello. Oi oi indeed. I have a stream. I have a viewer. Shh, skiving. Okay, shh on the skiving. Ella's, shh, everybody, Ella's skiving. And if I move over this way, you can see the boating pond. There were some really cute dogs running around earlier. They were really enjoying getting into the water, cooling off. There we go. Stop! Stop! Ella is busted. Busted on the skiving-ometer. So yeah, it's lively. There's loads of people on the little boating pond. I was saying to everyone on YouTube that I need to come down and actually have a go on one of the pedalos one of these days. I come past her every time. So yeah, it'd be fun to actually have a go. Right, let's see how far I can get without getting... Oh, Snack Heath offer cup holders, by the way. Oh, do they? Now, where am I going to put the cup holder? That's funny you should say that, because I was just talking about going and getting a Tango Ice Blast and trying to figure out how I'd get it to the pond. So they do cup holders. Where am I going to put the cup holders? I suppose I might be able to sort of wedge it in down here, perhaps. Ooh, this is tempting. I'll lose the stream if I go up that way, so I'll do that after I'm done streaming down here. That's so going to happen. I'm absolutely going and getting one. Where can I put it? Seems like a you problem. Oh, fine, thank you very much. I want solutions, not problems. Look at that dog. He's running for all he's worth. He's having fun. Will he make it as far as the boating pond, and will he go in? No and no. Right, let's mosey on a bit. Thank you. Skirt, skirt, skirt. I only offer problems, I'm afraid. Yeah, thanks for that. What sort of stream viewers are you? You're useless. You're about as helpful as a mod. Oh, wait. Right. So I think that was the GoPro being a dick, not Twitch. Just let stream know what was going on. Apologise. GoPro is a dick. So it's just YouTube and me again. It's just you and I. As usual. We can go it alone. We can do it between the two of us. On the upside, no Twitch stream does mean that it's easier for... oh, dickhead. It does mean that it's easier for me to suddenly decide, you know what, I'm going to go and get one of those ice blasts. And this dog is coming to say hello. 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 He's not coming to say hello. He's just running past for all he's worth. Cute dog. Oh, it's so sunny. I'm just squinting and it's kind of giving me a headache. And obviously I've got sunglasses, which I could just put on, but I don't like putting sunglasses on because you can't make eye contact with people. And it's not so much fun. You don't get to say hello to people as easily. So yes, there is a component in the control box that when the horn is sounded, it creates enough of a current drop that it makes it think that it's a thermal trip scenario, I'm guessing. And I wonder if connecting it to the permanent live, which is what I thought it was connected to, so maybe that's what it was connected to before and I connected it differently this time after the repair. But if I connect it up to the permanent live, if that will yeah, give me my horn back without losing the engine, without losing the motor. Anyway, up to the top, get that Tango Ice Blast. All right, man, how you doing? This is a Sinclair C5. So it's from 1985. It was so it was a very early attempt at making an electric vehicle.
Amazing.
That looks like so much fun.
How you got it?
So I found it from a guy who lived in Somerset. It had been on display all its life. It was in a museum and then as a showpiece. So I'm the only person that's ever used it. So in its 38 years, it's been used for one.
How much you pay for that?
So up until about 6 weeks ago, they were going for about £600 or £700 for a good one. But literally in the last month, they've jumped to about 1,100, 1,200 for one.
It's really good. It looks amazing.
Well, you'd beat me up the hill. I'm having to pedal. You can do it on your own. Have a great time, guys. Those mono wheels look amazing. They look great fun. There's a guy that I've passed here a few times. The last time I saw him, where he promised to do his swap. He'd let me have a go on his unicycle. Is it a unicycle because it's motorised? Anyway, unibike. I don't know what they're called. They're very cool. He said he'd let me have a go on his, and I said he could have a go on this. We swap toys. Hello, what's this?
Whoa.
That looks like fun. I'm going to take a slightly different route to the one that I would usually because I don't have the horn functioning. So I'm going to play it a little bit safer, stay out of some of the traffic. And it also means I get a closer look at the fairground. If they've got dodgems, I might have to come back for those. Can't go wrong with bumper cars. I don't know how to get out the other end of this. I've come down here once before and I remember I couldn't find a dropped curb. Skirt, skirt. No, it looks like I'm going to have the same issue with trying to get off the curve again. Here we are. Okay, it's right here. How did I miss it last time? Come on, Range Rover. Snack Heath, fantastic. Hello. Right, I'm going to pause the video, BRB. Okay, ice blast get. Now I have to get it to where I'm going in one piece. That is another challenge. Although in fairness, nothing says I have to have it over at the pond. I could stop by here. And I could always, yeah, drink it around here. Go over there by the park, by the fairground. Let's do that. And go and watch the fairground instead. Right. This is not going to go well. It's easier to do it this way.
That's how Star Wars acts.
Wow. That looks like fun.
Well, I've made it this far. I think this is going to have to be good enough. Which tree do I want to sit under? Hee. Bear with me. Just need to take a picture for a friend. There we go. Super. Right, instead of boring you all with me sitting here enjoying my drink and watching the fair, I'm going to pause the stream and I'll be back in a bit. Right, welcome back. I have had my really nice ice blast, it was fantastic, and I'm now going to head back, I think. I don't really want to deal with any traffic. Until I've sorted out the problem with the horn. Come on, range. So yes, I'm going to go home now and hopefully sort out the problem with the horn. I'll try connecting it to the permanent live and see if that resolves it. It's funny, I didn't have the horn for the first, I don't know, month and a half that I was riding this. Now I've got used to having it there. Feeling like I don't have it again makes me feel vulnerable. Really weird. But it does give you that sense of security of knowing you can just go "Arr!" and make sure that people know that you're there. Dubious face was dubious. Dude on that side bicycle, he just looks so dubious. He was just like looking at this and it's just like, the fuck is that? Skirt, skirt, skirt. Alright, easy, tiger, flipping heck. Nothing but locking up the rear tyre. So apparently my wheels are getting packed up today, I think. So hopefully they'll get shipped out at the beginning of next week. I'll be able to have had everything fitted by the weekend, fingers crossed. Well, have it fitted, have fitted it. There's no one doing the work but me. Right, getting to the end of the stream. My usual stopping off point. If you make it this far into the video, you're a star. Thank you very much for keeping me company, coming along for the ride. Leave a message that says Tango Ice Blast, so I know you're a legend that made it this far. And I will see you next time. I'm kind of still in the mood to go for a ride. If I can fix the horn, I might come back out. Otherwise, I'll be out tomorrow. So yeah, I'm C5 Live UK, and I'll see you around. Like, share, subscribe. Bye. I decided I'd film this. I have no idea if it's of any interest to anyone or not. That's the joy of YouTube. You don't have to watch anything you don't want to. So, this is the relay for the horn, and it is connected into here. And this is what's called the control box on a C5. And I'm going to open that up and change how it is wired and see if it stops it from tripping the thermal tripping the thermal lockout. It's always a bit of a pig to get at these screws over this side. And that's why I'm wearing gloves today, because I'm wearing nice trousers still. I might go back out for a ride afterwards. My mum needs bread, bless her, so that gives me an excuse to go somewhere. Now, how am I going to do this? There's always these last couple that you can't quite get at. What if I use a small one? Even that doesn't really want to get in at it. God, the motor is still really warm. Wow. What's this one? Not that one. Right. Just this a bit. There we go. I have a feeling that might have been looking at the floor, in which case I'm deeply sorry for the concrete floor stream. Oh, you can still smell the stink from the control box from when I burned it out. Gosh. Okay, this could actually do with being lifted up on the stand, so I can get better access and see what's going on there. So move the towel. So this is the sort of the generally accepted C5 stand. The plans are available vaguely online, as long as no one sort of makes them for production or anything like that. They're freely shareable, and it's the simplest thing, but it's just in terms of the dimensions and just a cutout for the axle to go in. What I did find is I needed to take this corner off, otherwise it fouls the motor. And you up, down, there we go. And now it's just a little bit easier to see into the control box. So it is this wire, and it is going to there. Okay, that's where it was connected before, I'm sure, and that is the permanent live. Is it not? Yes, it is. It is connected to permanent live. So this brown wire here is coming directly from the battery. Oh no, it's not. That's the switched live from the battery. The thin, that is the permanent live. So basically under there is ground that goes back to the battery ground. This is the permanent live from the battery. Oh, I'm so confused. This is the switch live from the battery. Fuck me. This small one is the permanent live from the battery. The large brown one that comes to this sort of bus bar between these two posts is the switched live from the battery, and this one here is the it goes to the motor. This is the, yeah, it's funny because it's black here and red there. So this is the 0 volts from the motor, and it comes back to this post, but this post is red, and because I think would this be high voltage relative to down here or something crazy like that? But basically this is the output, so to speak, of the motor. Yeah, so this thick brown one comes from the battery, from the switch. This red one is connected, and the thick brown one connects to that post. There's a metal bus bar inside the box that connects, and that post that connects that post to that post. That post connects to that red wire, which then comes to here to the motor. The motor then, the black from the motor comes out, comes to this post, which then goes to red, which goes to, there's a relay inside here. And so basically it's switched. It's a switched ground rather than switched live. I've seen a few projects recently that do switched ground, and I have to be honest, I don't entirely know why they do that. I think there's supposed to be some reasons to do it, but personally I'm not a fan. It means that this is permanently live for as long as which it's not right now, but whenever the battery is connected, that is permanently going to be live. So you can zap yourself off that. It won't work. It won't do anything itself because the ground isn't connected. Whereas I would have the ground permanently connected and there's no power coming to it until it's told to have power, which makes that safe. So yeah, I don't fully understand the switched ground ethos, as I personally am more of a fan of switched live. But none of this solves the problem as to why the heck is it tripping the thermal cutout. So the purple and grey and the two yellows come from a thermistor They connect here. I don't know if it's got something to do with them, if I wired those up, plugged them in incorrectly. Given that this isn't going to be as easy a fix as I thought it was going to be, I'm going to stop this little sort of bonus extra bit of stream that I've tacked on the end until I know what I'm doing, which may well end up being nothing. So I'll say bye bye again now. And if I figure out something that I can do to resolve it, I'll come back. And if I don't come back, I didn't figure it out. Bye bye. Okay, I'm back again. I have a small mission, literally just a basic bit shopping mission to get a loaf of bread, and I figured I'd take the C5 out because I wanted to ride. I thought I'd resolved the issue with the thermal trip when I used the horn, and it's intermittent. It was doing it, it wasn't doing it, now it's doing it again. Great. But just, yeah, I have to get a loaf of bread. Hello there. Cheers. So I figured, yeah, might as well take this and go for a ride, because I wasn't done being out for a ride yet. I was quite enjoying being out and about. It's a nice warm afternoon, so why not? Hello. So I do still need to figure out why, how it's tripping or triggering the thermal cutout. It makes no bloody sense to me, but I've at least figured that in order to reset it, all I have to do is turn the ignition off and back on again. I don't actually need to fully disconnect the power, just off and on, which isn't ideal, but it means it's something that's slightly less of a problem. It's a temporary workaround until I can ask a couple of the guys if they have any ideas what might be causing it. Like I say, what's weird is that it didn't do it before I was going to say it didn't do it before I had the burnout, but it didn't do it after. It's only done it today. So perhaps there is a component in there that was damaged during the burnout that has been sort of weakened, isn't quite the right term, sort of damaged to the point that it's off spec, not enough that it doesn't work under normal circumstances, but enough to be problematic when I'm using the horn, which is adding an extra current load to it. Oh, it'll be interesting to see if it doesn't do it when it's motionless. See if it only does it when the motor is under load. Right, I need to get up here. Find somewhere where I can do a U-turn, because this thing has a turning circle of a London bus. Yep, that tripped it. That's definitely with the motor not under load. No clue what's going on then. How weird. I'll park up with the bin. Oh, I've got to reconnect the battery strap to stop that from floating around. Right, I'll pause the stream because they don't want to be filmed in there, let's face it. BRB. So just met a couple of really nice people. A guy whose lad is going into year 6, or is in year 6, and is wanting to start a bodybuilding channel on YouTube. That's awesome. To be getting into doing something so positive for himself at such a young age. That's really cool. And they were asking how to go about setting up YouTube channel and streaming and stuff. It's like, I feel like a bit of a fraud offering advice because I've like got the smallest YouTube channel in the world. But all I could tell them was sort of my experience of how to physically go about doing it, and it's quite easy to do. And you just have to sort of start making videos and put them up. The first few are always going to be a bit pants, and then you get a better idea of what you want to do. What's going on? Well, that'll explain what's going on. Thank you. Could tell something wasn't right. Oh, bugger. Yeah, I've got a flat, my first puncture. I don't know what to do about that. I was aware of going over some dodgy sort of glassy type crap earlier. I guess it was a problem. Well, that sucks. Wonder if there's anything obvious. There's no obvious lacerations.
That's good. If you go puncture, maybe we can just put the.
Okay, here I am, dragging it home. I bumped into a couple of really nice guys that had a tyre inflator in their car. The front tyre is as flat as a pancake. So my first puncture, I know why. It had nothing to do with going over dodgy ground or anything, and had everything to do with the fact that the brake calipers were abrading the side of the tyre where it had popped over the rim, and had literally just taken out the side of the tyre and the side of the inner tube. Another reason to get disc brakes. That's right. I bought a new tyre in anticipation of changing it all over, thinking that I'd get the new wheel a while ago and would have changed to disc brakes by now and it would all be in the past. But anywho, it is what it is. So it's got a flat, my first flat. At least I don't live too far from here. Yeah, that's it. So thanks for for coming along for the ride. I don't know. Thanks for watching my video, I appreciate that. So if you make it this far into the video, because there was a secret extra secret message to leave when I originally intended to stop today's video. So if you make it this far into the video, let's go with the good old obvious flat tyre. Comment flat tyre if you make it this far. Thank you for watching. I'm just going to walk home in indignity. Feeling like a tit dragging this thing behind me. Okay, C5 Live UK, not very live right now. I'll see you around. Like, share, subscribe. Bye bye.